I'm not perfect. Sometimes I don't feel pretty. Sometimes I don't want to slay dragons. Sometimes the dragon I'm slaying is myself. But damn it, I'm worth it. I don't have to barter for my worth. I don't have to pay someone for it. I came out of my mom's womb worthy.
Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So if you're a new subscriber, thank you for stopping by. I'm sure you're seeing this face for the first time. If you'd like to see more of my face, just click on the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you, my family. You already know that I love and appreciate you guys, and thank you for always supporting. Long time no see. Happy holidays, guys. Today is Saturday, and it's Holy Saturday in Nigeria. I'm sure it's like all over in the world as well. Everyone is celebrating the Easter. So happy holidays, guys, and happy Easter in advance. It's been so long since I did a sit-down video. You know how this adulting thing can be. So you know how the whole adulting thing can be and how consuming it gets at times. So I've been up to that. I've been dealing with all of that on the side, and I'm finally here, and that's what's important, right? Who missed me? I know you did miss me. I missed you guys too. I missed doing this. I missed talking to the camera, talking to you guys per se. And I'm so glad that I'm here again. So there's been something that a lot of people talk about, and it doesn't really, I think it's been overflogged for the longest time now, and it's just a topic that has always been there and has been like a great concern, and it's something that keeps happening, and it's something that will keep happening. I don't know if you understand that. So it's communication. Yes, communication. Communication is one very important thing to that every adult, not even every adult, I feel like every human being, as long as you can speak, you can listen, you have to come. Even children that are just giving birth to, toddlers communicate as well. They cry when they're hungry, they cry when they're uncomfortable, they cry when they need attention and all of that. So you get what I'm trying to say. And it's communication is a life skill that every single person anywhere should learn about and should try to improve on their communication skills. So I'm just going to give a brief definition of how I understand communication, or what I understand communication to be. Communication is passing on a message. You can either communicate by yourself, there's like an interpersonal communication, there's like communicating with others, communication verbally or non-verbally, as long as a message is passed and the message is understood by the person that you intend to communicate to. So effective communication as well is very important. It's not all about just communicating, it's all about making sure that you are communicating the right way and that your message is being passed across to who you intend to communicate to. So as adults, I often see how relationships can be ruined, how non-communication in official spaces. Communication is actually very important in like corporate worlds, because you do have to communicate with people. You have clients, you have colleagues, you have bosses, you have like subordinates that you have to communicate to, and then how the office hierarchy, and then there's the boss. There are the corporate world, the directors and the bosses, and then there are the workers, and then there are the clients. There are things that need to be done, and you have to do. If you do not communicate, you cannot achieve any of this. I'm sure we're very well aware of this. Even in our relationships, friendships, love life, marriages, churches, anywhere, any industry, any parastatal, you just have to communicate. It is very important, and It saddens me the most that to see that a lot of us, I'm not excluding myself right now, a lot of us still don't know the basis of communication, or still don't know the importance of communication and how it just changes everything. You can just stay for days without communicating, and then you just say a simple word, and that's enough to clear like maybe days of anger, pent up pain, or any of that, or trying to even pass on a message that, oh, I truly do not understand this, and I do not understand what you're trying to say to me, and it will be communicated to you. It just makes everything much better and easier. I don't know why as humans we try to complicate our lives, complicate situations as well, when you can actually just communicate, actually just talk. If you're feeling bad about something, tell them. If you're feeling bad, if you're hurt by someone, let them know. For the longest time, I would rather just keep quiet and let people who hurt me just go with it and not communicate. And I found out that I was hurting myself in the end, because honestly, when I decided to actually tell this person about what they did to me, I found out they really didn't even know what they did. And it was funny because I was upset, I was getting angry over nothing, and they were feeling very okay because they didn't know they had hurt me, or they didn't know whatever they did had like an impact on me. And I was just on the other hand getting upset for no reason, so to speak. And when I did communicate with them, I found out that it wasn't actually what it was, because we did misunderstand each other. And if I had just communicated immediately, I would not have felt as bad as I did. Guys, I'll be giving a few tips on how to communicate effectively, and how to, by my own personal judgment now, and how to make our lives better by actually communicating and making known our plans and intentions, our feelings as well. So I understand that we have to be discreet with some things. You don't necessarily have to communicate every single thing and every single detail. But regardless, the important things that you know that you are unsure of, especially, please communicate. You can do it discreetly as well. You don't have to point blank just say what you have to say if you want to keep it in yourself. We'll all like have issues that would rather just let it go. Oh, it's not that important. Oh, let me just let this go and not actually say it, or they might take it the wrong way. That's that. But if you want to communicate effectively and get a response, ask questions. There are people who also do things and they feel like unknowingly, or they feel like they try to code them, that word. They try to code them so you don't really understand what they're trying to say. They might be insulting and disrespectful to you, and then they just try to sugarcoat it. But you actually get your communication. There are ways you ask questions. You try to understand why. It depends on the situation as well. So you try to understand why they said these things. Was it preempted? Did you have a conversation leading up to that moment? And I know you get what I'm saying. So just try to understand what's preempted, whatever they said to you, or what made them say what they said to you. And do not be afraid to speak if you feel like you're being disrespected, or if you feel like you're not understood, or someone doesn't understand your style of communication. Just make it known. Actually speak. There are people who try to gaslight you into feeling like, oh, you're nagging, or you're saying that this thing doesn't make sense, or you're trying to make a fuss or a big deal out of situations when you communicate. And I feel like that's totally wrong. It's the wrong thing to do. It's very wrong to make someone feel like they are communicating too much. I don't think communication can be too much. I just don't believe in that. Nobody should be made to feel like they are over communicating. Communication cannot be too much. So just speak your mind. Don't keep things too much in. I did that, and take it from me that it's not the best place to be. Always speak. Always speak up. Always speak out whenever you're having those feelings, whenever you're feeling sad, whenever somebody does something to you, whenever you don't understand something. Communication actually helps us be better people. In the office, when you don't understand something, you ask and you try to communicate, or when you feel like you're not being understood enough, you go further, you take one step further. And I know it's not just me that experienced this. You always feel lighter at the end. You always feel better about the situation when you do communicate. So that's it. Just communicate, guys, please. I feel like this topic has been overflowed for the longest time now, and we still do not get it. We still do not, sadly. Please just try to communicate every single time. And if you're at the receiving end, know that for anybody to go as far as trying to communicate their feelings and their emotions to you to the longest length, if there's anything like that, know that it really matters to them. So guys, please try to communicate your feelings, your emotions, and just try to clear out the air so you're not at a place where you're probably being misunderstood or you're misunderstanding somebody else. I know that we are all adults trying to navigate this life thing. We are learning every day and we're trying to become better people each day as the day passes. So your take home for today's video should be communication, like improving all your communication skills and just generally being a better person. We're at the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching until the end, and thank you for sticking by. If you've still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you so much, and bye.